To the girl I see in all of us, who is sometimes battered and bruised and confused. To the girl I often am on lonely days, when watercolor courage has faded and I can no longer make a secret of my weakness. To the girl who is crying right now. Who told you that it wasn't okay? More importantly, who told you that it had to be? Who poisoned your mind with their ideals to shed no tear, have hearts of steel? Who taught you to go to these lengths? Who told you that weakness was less than strength, and that tears couldn't be armor too? To the girl on the bathroom floor, surrounded by her insides and insights into her regrets. To the girl who downed her body weight in alcohol in an attempt to forget, whose name made you drink enough to forget your own. Whose actions have led you to this bathroom floor, worshipping porcelain gods and scraping your knees for penance? Is it repentance you seek? Who told you you were too weak? Who taught you to hide your fears in a shot glass and a poker face? Who fed you those fears in the first place? To the girl with the plastic smile, eyes that forgot how to be alive and a touch like cadavers reaching out of coffins. To the girl in the corner, cornered by her own thoughts and vague comparisons of have-nots. Who convinced you you had to have? Who sowed seeds in your heart and never returned to harvest? Who told you that falling in love was the hardest part? It's not. Who played trick-or-treat with your smile and left you nothing but rotted teeth? Who took your peace and left you in pieces? Who did this to you? To us. Who taught us to trade our feelings for lust, turned our confidence into mistrust of our own judgment? Whose voice has overpowered ours in our heads and taken away our control? It's time to take it back. For the girl I see in all of us, too many times battered and bruised and confused, for the girl I am today. My watercolor courage has faded, and I can no longer make a secret of my weakness. I no longer want to make a secret of my weakness, so I wrote this poem. For all the girls who sometimes feel like giving up, who have already given up too much of themselves to the opinions of the people around them, to the hungry hands that weigh like the scales of justice, self-proclaimed justice for every girl who is ready to be herself. I won't tell you what to do, because this is just my opinion too, but here's what I've learned. A flower spurned will never grow, so treat yourself carefully. Be wary of weeds and reach for the sun always. You are magic, bottled in photosynthetic beauty. Do not take yourself for granted. I won't tell you not to love, because what's the point of sleeves if we can't wear our hearts on them? I won't tell you not to cry, because sometimes our eyes have to rain to remind us to be a part of this universe, and I won't tell you not to break. There's something beautiful about pieces put back together, and the spaces between our shards that remind us that we are stronger than we look. The Japanese have an art form that we can learn a lot from. Kintsugi is the art of fixing broken things with gold, recognizing that the breakage is now part of its history. The object is more beautiful for having been broken. You are more beautiful for having been broken and then putting yourself back together. Do not despise your broken moments, and don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to not know, and never be ashamed of your weakness. Cloak yourself in it, and soon enough you will learn that it is strength. And on days when you feel ugly, or worthless, or too much coal, remember, diamonds are only carbon. You are made of so much more.